Hi everyone, MegaPhilX here, and we're back with the Let's Play Megaman Unlimited. I'm now using version 1.1, which has the new easy mode and other fixes and tweaks. So it took a while to do the next Let's Play part because I was working on that with Jean-Simon and Gabriel. So here we go. So now we're gonna go after one of the most recent Robot Master I designed, CometWoman. I think I actually designed her after Yokuman, if I remember right. It's just because I wanted to have more variety in the stages and in the bosses. I thought Nailman and Armorman was kind of redundant. So in this stage we have a bunch of different types of enemies that attack you from horizontal angle and vertical angles. Like this one here, the electrode attacks you from above, and the laser mets attack you from the sides. So those enemies were designed with that in mind, is that since you can really jump high, you really have to be careful how you jump and to make sure that you don't jump too high, or in other cases jump really high to avoid certain dangers. But the idea was that you would have to deal with enemies that attack you vertically and horizontally. Here you have the Starks, which are kind of a play on star and sparks, and Tellies, which have shields all of a sudden. The shields on the Tellies is basically I wanted to have something more interesting for the Tellies and make them a little bit more different than the usual Tellies. It's the same for the sweepers that fire vertical shots and horizontal shots when on walls and ceilings. Here, a good trick for speedrunners or for people who just want to avoid the spikes. I bet a lot of people are like that. You just do a full jump forward here and you'll just have no trouble with the spikes at all. So as I was saying, for the sweeper enemies and usually the enemies that we already have in other Mega Man games, I was just trying to have a little different mechanic for each of them to make them more interesting and make sure it's just not a simple copy of the enemies that already existed in the other Mega Man games. What's tricky about the electrodes is that they leave a shock wave on the floor too, so you really have to be careful with your jumps. It's kind of CometWoman stage is like the water stage of this game, since we don't have any water-based bosses. Now here I don't have the tank arsenal to go grab that. Here we're gonna use the rainbow laser to take out most of the Starks. See what I mean? Here you have a vertical attacking enemy and a horizontal attacking enemy. You really have to use the low gravity to your advantage. We made it to the boss. Here you just have to jump from the edge of the platform and you should be fine. We're now up to CometWoman. The trick to the CometWoman battle is to remain on the floor and only jump when necessary. Remain in the middle to avoid the shock waves from the dash, and then jump if the orbit shots converge from the sides, like that. And if they come from above and below you, you slide. but now they all do the jump pattern. Like that, slide. So don't try to jump and hit her when she jumps. Don't try to jump all over the place because this is gonna kill you. And there we go. CometWoman is down. The victory song is like a song that one of my childhood friends would sing in some, you know, funny tapes that we recorded audio, like we recorded audio of a whole bunch of silly things when we were young, and that's a song that he used to sing in one of those. Comet Dash is actually useful for doing speedruns. It allows you to skip through a lot of different areas, and it also deals a lot of damage to most enemies, so it's quite useful. Contrary to the charge kick, for example, or the top spin. So here we go. See you in the next video.